going on, everybody? 20 seconds till the open here. Only got 3 stocks on the watch list. Only one that looks good here is this HLT. After a pretty nice up day in the SPY yesterday, looks like we are turning right back around. Trump said something about bombing Syria. Not a war with Russia, but a battle to see who can bomb first or something ridiculous. So, guess we're dealing with another red day here. So far looking okay though. It's like a high 45. Spread gets a little crazy, I guess. Definitely could move really fast, that's for sure. Should probably go about 30 cents a risk here. So probably about right where it is. 25, so 20 cents. I think 500 shares is a bit much on this one. I realize I'm headed right into that pivot line, but I think that's going to have to be my first target. Alright, I'm in. That pivot line is going to be a problem, I guess. It was pre-market too, so if it's not going to start busting through it here, then I don't think it's gonna. I'll give it a little bit. Tape is slowing down. Don't like that. Okay, now we got something. Take a partial here. It keeps getting slow every time it gets up there, so new highs is good. If we can get into the 80s. Keep holding as long as it tells me to hold here. Yeah, it's another pack, come on. Too slow. Still got 100 shares left. I think I'll call it right there. I don't know. $100 trade to start the day. I don't know. It's the first trade I've taken in a long time. I'm not gonna say that it was perfect profit taking or whatever, but it definitely could have been better. Right about here is where I ultimately wanted to see it, because there's a few things just right in the way right now. So if it breaks through 78 and, sticks it out, I'd be surprised. Yeah, that should have been an 89 and that should have been a 92. And just give him back a little too much. If we pull back a little bit here, I could long this for an opening range play. See, we kind of consolidated and now we're kind of getting stuck at that 78. I don't know. I probably shouldn't take it long. We got resistance in the way, so see on the pre-market trend line here, there's not much of a reason that it has that much farther to go, since it's already gone so far. I mean, could. Momentum could keep going, but because of that trend line coming down on it, I don't trust it. A little early for a VWAP retest play. This thing's at 418 times relative volume. Yeah, it's already matched yesterday's. Don't know what it is, but this strategy keeps working around this market. Well, I mean, I really don't have a lot on my watch list, and the other two that I had are already sitting underneath 100k volume. So, I mean, HLT might be the only thing that I'm looking at today. So if I see something, I'll flip it back on. Okay, I am back. 5 hours later, but I'm back nonetheless. Only trade that I took was HLT. Feels pretty good to be taking another trade again. I keep coming to the computer every single day, and I'm really searching exactly for what it is that I'm trying to see, and I'm really just not seeing it. I think just the way the market's been with how volatile it is, things end up correlating 1-to-1, so I mean, I'm seeing less triangles, less engulfing patterns, just less of everything, less VWAP plays, just all of it really. So I mean, I've really been trying to expand my playbook. I've been talking with a new friend that is really helping me out with a bunch of stuff, and hopefully I can start implementing those new strategies soon. But HLT was the only trade that I took, made a really nice hammer right at the open. You can see the pre-market was super strong with crazy huge volume. Kind of consolidated a little bit here, and then I knew if it made that fake low here around this 77 and it came right back up, could eventually retest this pivot line and break it and make a new high a day or something. And it did. Only problem was I took 400 shares because I didn't want to take 500 because at the time I thought that the spread was getting a little too crazy at some times. So I figured that if I was going to be wrong, and if worst case scenario should happen, if I was going to be wrong, I was probably going to be wrong really fast. So I didn't want to get caught with 500 shares and taking like a 20-30 cent loser. I still wanted to let it have that opportunity that if it did want to come down here, I still want to be able fast enough to decide that if I need to get out, then I need to get out, or if I want to just let it hold for a retest or something and then make it move higher. But made a move straight higher, blew through took a little bit, but went through the pivot line. I knew the next resistance after the pivot line was 78, so I guess that was my ultimate target, but I'm always going for the 1-to-1. So after I got about 25 cents, I was looking to take a partial above the 60s and into the 70s. My second partial that I took on this 59 here was definitely an emotional reflex, I guess. It only barely started coming down against me, and I just clicked the button and, took more off, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because if it did, completely turn back around, then I wanted to at least have, another 10 cents of profit there, I guess. But I mean, it was a weak pullback. There wasn't really anything significant about it. I just clicked it because I didn't want to give away any more money. And I mean, the thing turned right back around, but luckily I still had 200 shares as it popped into the 90s. Ended up being a pretty decent trade, make $100 off of it. Could have been, I don't know, if I held on to this one, probably could have seen it get to maybe 78. Could have been a little bit better of a trade, but still a winner. Then the second trade that happened on it, I didn't end up taking it because I didn't trust it around that 78 level. But ended up being a really good symmetrical triangle breakout here. I got the 5 points even, and once it broke through the 78, just shot to the 40s. I mean, it did exactly what I would have wanted it to do. Right from the entry, I would have put my order in at 78.01, 20 cents a risk down below the moving average. I mean, I got my 20 cents in the first minute of the breakout here, so definitely would have been a good play, but I don't know, didn't trust it enough, I guess. The market was still red, so just avoided it. But that's really all I got for today. Feels good to make another video, make another report card. And I will just be back again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.